I'm Charlize and today I have a book haul for you. So like, you guys know how I live in Australia and books are like $20 for paperbacks most of the time, $10 to $20, at least $10, okay? And hardbacks are like a endangered species, and when you really do sight one in its natural habitat, they're like $30. 30 Australian dollars, but yeah, so Book Depository happened. Finally, I got like a PayPal thingy and I got books on Book Depository. I got 3 hardbacks, and if you guys know, I only have 1 hardback, which is this. That's the only hardback I had prior to this order that came in. So I would have done an unboxing, but it was pouring down with rain when they delivered them, and I was studying, and it was like, I had like a 20-minute break of just like marveling at these books because 3 of them are hardbacks and 1 of them is a really amazing paperback. Yes. And so yeah, I didn't do an unboxing because one of the boxes was actually wet and the book was slightly wet and I was mildly angry, but it's okay now. It's okay. So the first book is Ruby Red by Kirsten Gier, and I heard about this through Katie-tastic at first, and Polar Bananas Books has recently read them, I think, and they both say that they're really quick reads because like they're really small, and they say that they're action-packed and it's part of a trilogy. First one is Ruby Red and the second one is Emerald Green, I think, and then third one is Sapphire Blue. I might have gotten the order wrong, but yes, I think it's like the Precious Gem trilogy or something. I never know the name of trilogies, come on, there's so many. And this is like really small, it's like 300 pages long, and if you don't know, it's not like talked about that much on the booktube community, but it is a young adult novel about time travel, and Gwen, I believe her name is, she lives in a family where this gene is like passed down and the gene skips a generation, so the people are like calculated, like they know who's going to get the gene, and those people have to train for their whole life for when they get the gene, and they think it's Gwen's sister or something, and then it turns out to actually be Gwen, and that's not a spoiler because I'm pretty sure it's in the plot summary, but turns out to be Gwen. She starts randomly travelling back and forth in time and she hasn't been trained for it. So that is all I know about this, and I'm really excited for this. The next book I got is a paperback, and it is a newish release, and it is The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. I think half the population of the universe read this for October because, yeah, spooky. We don't really do Halloween that much in Australia. Like, well, I've never gone trick-or-treating. Never. Never ever. No. But people still do it, like little kids, but like I didn't know Halloween parties existed until YouTube happened. But like, this looks really big because the pages are thick, but it's not that long. And I really, really want to read this so badly, but exams. I'll be reading this soon. It's like a toss-up between this and More Than This by Patrick Ness for the next book that I read. And as far as I know, this is about vampires, and they are quarantined in places called cold towns, and once you go into a cold town, you never come out. And it said somewhere in here that it's an eternal party shown on TV 24 hours a day. So is that like kind of like a Hunger Games kind of deal where they show it on TV? I don't know, but I really, really want to read this. And Katie-tastic is like obsessed with Holly Black as well, so really need to read this. The next book is one that everyone seems to have read, and that is The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. The second book, Never Fade, just came out recently, and I think I'll read this closer to the release of the third book, which there's no title for it yet, because that's how long away it is. Like, I'm not going to wait like over a year. No, I'm going to read this like maybe halfway through next year. Yes. But I have heard good things about this. First I heard amazing things, now I've been hearing things like it's a bit overhyped but it's still good. So I'm not going to go into this with huge expectations. Apparently it has a sad ending, and yes, I don't know much about this. I just know that it has teenagers with like powers that they can't control, and that's all. That's like all I know. Honestly, that's all I know. Now, this is the prettiest one. The Diviners by Libba Bray. It is so pretty. Look at it. Just look how big it is though. Like, it sits up here with a Monster Calls, because there's the two books that like don't match any cover sizes of any of these books. Like, this one's like a square. This is like long this way. Like, where's a normal book? And even The Darkest Minds is still pretty big compared to my other books. This was just, no, it just sits there on display because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And the best part is that normally hardcovers look either like encyclopedias or Bibles. So this one does not. Oh, the shop. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. And it came with this. What is this? It's a newspaper article. Like, newspaper article type thing. Did anyone else's copy come with this? Like, what is it? Has it got something to do with the story? I hope it does. But yes, it is beautiful. And even this, and this, like even that, and that, and that. So beautiful. But yeah, I don't know too much about this. I know that it is set in the 1920s and that it is paranormal, and that I think it has a bit of crime mystery type thing in it. Could be wrong about that, but I don't know when I'll get to read this either, because it'll take me like forever, but I really want to read it. And yeah, comment below if you've read this and tell me what you thought about it, because I know nothing. I know nothing. I've heard good things about it. I haven't heard like amazing things about it. That's just tell me what you thought about it if you've read it. So that is all that I have for this book haul. I am going to go and read for the first time in like 4 days because exams. I've had exams and I have 2 weeks of exams and it's only been 3 days. But like, I only really care about 3 of the exams out of like 8. Yeah, so 2 of the important ones are over, which was English and science. Science was today. I literally just walked home and like ate chocolate and I was like, you deserve this chocolate. And then now I'm filming this video and now I'm gonna go read this. No, I'm almost done kind of. Has anyone read The Coldest Girl in Cold Town and More Than This by Patrick Ness? Which one should I read first? So thank you for watching and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye! Souls we were never here. My. Staring at the sink of blood and crushed veneer. Do 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 do. Tell my love to wreck it all. Do do do. Cuddle of the ropes and let me fall. No, just don't sing. Never sing. This is what happens when you study for like 5 days straight.